Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Friday morning, September the 26th, I believe. Welcome to my desk. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've been gone a good majority of this week. I've been a busy beaver lady. Let me put my camera up on the stand and get situated here. I have a giveaway. I have finished the owl and cat stickers. I'm going to give some away. I put some in the zine kits that I'm doing for the Fib Diggity creators. And yeah, we're going to have fun with those. I have happy mail from Jacqueline, a thrift haul. Not a thrift haul. Well, I do have a thrift haul, but this is an auction haul from Rebecca Wills. I have some thrift hauls that are on the floor, and I have a Facebook haul, Facebook Marketplace haul. And I'm going to show you some things in my writing journal, and I may start another writing journal. We'll get to that later. That is if I have time. So welcome in, everybody. Let me get over here to my notepad so that I can see what's going on out there. I see a few people out there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I've been crazy busy this week. Slaying dragons. Slaying dragons. Also slaying dragons in my personal life. There's Becky, girl. Hi, Becky. Welcome in, lady. Hi, Arlene. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to folks that are up there in the balcony. It's good to see you. Let me set my chat filter to all messages. I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to give away some of these stickers. So you want to stay tuned for that. I was thinking around 8:30, but it kind of depends on how many people are in here. Yeah. So, I might just ask, do you want some? We'll deal with that later because I have quite a few already printed. They are printed on glossy vinyl sticker paper. I'm not going to fussy cut them out. I'm going to give away one row to each person. And you'll get 2 cats, you'll get 4 cats and 4 owls. And you'll have to fussy cut them yourself. Because, let me tell you, I fussy cut 40 gargoyles for my gargoyle stamp. And a set of these, well, something like these. I had a couple of others that were with the cat and the owl. I had about 5. But I did that for 20 people. And then I had 40 cats and owls like this that I fussy cut. And that is a lot of fussy cutting, over 100 fussy cuts. I'm done with fussy cutting for a while. Hi, Kitty Jen. Welcome in. Arlene says she's just listening and lurking today. That's fine, Arlene. If you need to leave at any time, you feel just free to do that. Don't feel like you need to stay if you're not feeling good, or if you just need to rest. And how are you doing, Jen? It's good to see you. Can I say the me now? Yes, Arlene, you can. I kind of figured you would want one. And Becky said, I just finished a stack of happy mail to go out. I will drop it off at the post office after a while. Yeah, I've got to run to the post office today. Let me tell you guys, the Fib Diggity creators already know this because I've been posting about it. I had everything packed and ready to go. Well, all packed by Tuesday of this week for my, I'm sending what I'm calling zine kits, or their bird journal kits for October, and they'll go to the Fig Diggity creators. Well, I got to the post office and they wanted to send, I had an envelope like this, a 9x6 envelope. It is a bubble wrapped envelope, a bubble envelope. And they wanted $7.40 to send one. And I'm going, I have 20 of them. That's $140. I can't afford that. And what I didn't realize is, you know, when I put stuff in there, I put things in there that could easily go in a envelope, just a regular envelope. Except I did have one little bag of I had to take some of the bulky out of that little bag. I just can't send it because it'll bulk up. So I ended up taking my little bits and pieces out of here, which made this really flat. And then I put my little bits and pieces in an envelope, and it will go first class mail, I'm pretty sure. So I've reduced the cost by about $100. I'm just going, that's way too expensive, especially if you're doing bulk mailing. I don't know. I like to send happy mail, but I'm going to have to rethink what I'm sending. You'd like one? Well, I'm not doing the giveaway just yet, Jen. Arlene may not be able to stay. I think I'll have the giveaway around 8:30, but it kind of depends on who's in here. But I'll make sure you get one, Kitty. All right. So, where do I start here? Let's start with the Facebook Marketplace. Because I knew I was going to the post office. Let me zoom in a little here. I knew I was going to the post office. So I saw this on Facebook Marketplace, and I love tins. I've got to quit buying tins. But what was in that tin? Buttons. Buttons. Look at all these buttons. It cost me $10, and a lot of them are just, you know, plain little plastic buttons, and there's not anything stupendous, but you would be surprised at how handy these come in. So I got a tin of buttons off of the Facebook Marketplace. And we got our lawn mowed. I didn't have to go out and mow the lawn. The neighbor guy stopped over and said, would you like my nephew to mow that? And, you know, I've been kind of turning down the young guys because I like to do it myself, but I'm so busy this week with everything else. And we've had a lot of rainy weather recently, not in the last week, but last week we did. Not in the last few days, but last week we had a lot of rain. And so they have a riding mower, and it's a lot more powerful than our little push mower. But anyway, that's my Facebook Marketplace haul. I have to quit going to those places. And you guys, you know what? There is a Nebraska junk jaunt. I left the button out. This week is the junk jaunt is 300 miles of garage sales. Now, I went to the one, it was either in 2016 or 2017, right after I came down here. And I really had a good time. I did not make it the full 300 miles, but I don't need any more junk. But I just want to go for the fun of going. I think I'm going to set myself a limit because I really don't need anything. Most of what, even the things that I buy, like fabric and books and, you know, things that we use for our art, I either get it from you guys or from the online sales or off of Amazon, or if I'm lucky enough to find something locally. So I'm really not I'm not searching for anything in particular. If I see something that I just can't live without, I will probably get it, even if it's a little bit more costly. But I think I'm just going to set myself a limit and just not buy to buy, just buy if this, be a little bit more selective about what I bring home. But I like to go. I want to get out. So I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to go Saturday. Becky said she's so glad she has her own postal scale. Well, I think in my case, it wasn't the weight, it was the bulk. The post lady took one look at it and said that's going as a package, and she weighed it. I think the base price is $6.80 for a package now, and mine was $7.40. But I took that little bulky thing out. I had to remove some things I just can't send. It saddens me. But you know, things like, well, I wasn't going to send this, but things like this add bulk. This was not a part of what I was going to send. It's just sitting out here on my desk. But I had to remove some things, so it isn't quite what I wanted to send to everybody, but it's okay. It's just some fun, happy mail. Yeah. I would like to have, barring the postal scale, I'd like to have, I don't know why the post office does not sell them, those cardboard holders they have where you can measure where an envelope goes through, or a larger envelope. She was running my envelopes through those, and I got this stupid ad. It's not going away. She runs them through those, and she says, you have to go through here, and I'm going, well, I don't have those. I don't understand why, because I think the post office could make some money off of those if they would sell them. I don't know if they sell them out on their site or not, but you need to get Pirate Ship, free to download, and rates are cheaper because you get corporate bulk rates. I'm going to check into that. Most of what I send for the creator groups are envelopes, and most of them are like, I either put a first class stamp on, but first class stamps now are 78 cents. I'm going 78 cents? My gosh! But anyway, I have a hoard of forever stamps. I've been using out of my hoard for those. A bind. I'm trying very hard, Becky says, not to add any more to our belongings. We have so much, and we need the funds to cover our groceries. And now, with the rise in heating and cooling costs, it's really starting to put us in a bind. Yeah. I really don't need any more either, Becky. I have, but I like to go just to, I was thinking my brother, he goes fishing. He enjoys fishing, and it's always on his mind, whenever he talks to one of his my nephew, his grandson, or one of the guys that he goes fishing with, or he sees him, it's the first thing out of his mouth is, how's your fishing? Have you been fishing lately? And all that. He likes to go. And I was thinking, he doesn't bring home any fish. He maybe used to, but he doesn't anymore. And, I thought that's kind of like me with the thrifting. I like to go you get out, you get away from everything for a while. And these garage sales, this junk john is all garage sales, so you're outside in the fresh air, and yeah. Hi, Angie Brown. Postage is cheaper through the USPS website as well. lower than going into a post office? Really? I'm going to have to check into that one, Becky, because I do use a lot of first-class stamps. Becky says, I do enjoy thrifting. It's the hunt. Yeah, it's almost a, well, it's just fun to do, you know. In the what, the 60s and 70s, maybe even the 30s and 40s, if your parents were rich and could afford it, you know, it's like going to the mall, only you're not going to the mall to buy retail and all of that. Hi, Mina. And it's an outing for me because, you know, I have not been to a thrift or to a garage sale all year. I've been to a thrift store. I have to cross out that, retract that statement of thrift, but I have not been to a garage sale all year. And, you know, I think, and I did not go to the library book sale. That was just a few weeks ago. I stayed home and worked in my room here, which needs, I drug a lot of stuff back in here. Now, before I bring any more in, I've got to find places for what I have in here. And with everything else going on, I haven't had time to work on it. Oh, not the individual stamps, but on the packages. Oh, which means you need to find your postage scale, huh? That's interesting, Becky. Mina, I have a question for you. I want to know the dimensions of your owl book. I have something that I might want to send to you. It's in the other room, but I'd like to know what, and it won't cost a whole lot to send to you. I'd like to know, Mina, what the dimensions of your owl book are. Becky said, we have not gone thrifting at all in September. Well, good for you. Today is the 26th, so you just have a few more days. Are you going to go October 1st? Is Zen-Jen in here? Hi, Z-Jen. Do you mean Kitty Jen? Oh, there's Sylvia. Oh, hi, Sylvia. I missed you. Good morning, Miss Sylvia. Susie's Craft Room and Studio. Hi, Susie. Welcome in. Who else did I miss here while I was chattering around? Kitty Jen, Becky, Arlene. I think I have caught up with everybody. Susie, it's good to see you. I miss you and Jacqueline Sales. Whoops, there goes the ad. I don't like these pop-up ads during the live stream. I've got to turn those off. They pop up and I can't read the chat. Angie says hello to everybody. Tomorrow we are going to a car show. Oh, not individual stamps, but on packages. Mina says hello. Becky says, we have not gone thrifting at all in September. Hi, Mina. Hi, Z. I don't know who Z is. Jen and Susie and Sylvia. I'll go measure it right now. Okay, I'd like to know what, I'm asking what the dimensions of Mina's owl journal is. She got a beautiful owl journal a couple years ago from Junk Journal Johnny, I believe. It was a beautiful one. Sylvia says, at 73 years of age, I keep myself thrifting through my stash. I cannot possibly use all that I have now, much less anymore. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same position. You know, from looking at my studio reorg, how much stash I have around here. And that's what I said. I'm not really going to buy anything specific. You know what I'd love to find? And I know it would be a miracle if I found it. I would love to find maybe a used scan and cut. Maybe somebody got it for their daughter and she's off to college and doesn't use it anymore or doesn't want it anymore. I would love, there's a mosquito flying around here. I would love to find that. Well, I would pay that. I would break my account for. Jacqueline is selling today, Angie says, including my bowls today. Woohoo! All right, Angie girl is selling her bowls at Jacqueline's sale, 4 p.m. Eastern. This is Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. She probably won't sell them right away, I wouldn't think. She usually sells some of her stuff first, and then she goes to the vendor sales. So Angie's got bowls for sale. Everybody loves Angie's bowls. Be there or miss out. Sylvia says, good morning, everyone. It's lovely to be here. Jen says, my birthday is on Sunday. I don't think I'm doing anything too interesting, but I hope I get to go get this one free coffee drink that one place here in town offers. Well, I hope you get it too. I hope you get it. And happy birthday this weekend, Kitty Jen. I do plan on streaming Sunday evening, so I'll wish you a happy birthday there too. All right, I'm caught up. So I wanted to show you here. What I am writing pretty consistently in my journal. I marked the place. I'm right here. I recorded some things today. I wrote in it just a little, but I wanted to show you. I have a blank page in here that I missed. See, I'm putting my stamps in here. And here's my gargoyle stamp. This is the one that I fussy cut 40 of them for. Oh. And I don't think I have any saved because I've used them all on the envelopes that I'm sending out. I brought this in here to show you, but I also have, let me show it now, part of my thrift haul. And boy, I'll tell you, is anybody else's video just speeding along? When I'm working here, my hands are going. I think it's my notepad acting up. But I got this. I probably paid more than I should. This is presentation paper. And Jacqueline is always talking about presentation paper, proposals, presentations, and reports. The weight is 32 pounds, 250 sheets. The original cost, I don't know where this was, but it was $33.09, so $34. And the box is almost full, if it's not completely full. I paid $10 for the box. But I was thinking this would make really nice, really nice. I know Jacqueline would be dying this, but this will make nice writing journal paper. And that's what I got it for, was for my writing journals. Now what I have in, let me close this box up again. What I have in here is, this is resume paper that I bought at Walmart. And I paid, what, $11 for 50, 75, 100 sheets? I forget how many was in that box. Probably 100 sheets. And I paid 11 something for it. And then I have some ledger paper in here. I have some ledger paper that I want to put in my next writing journal too. But I like this size of journal. This is just the right size for me because I can hold it in my hands. It's just the right size for me for writing. I'm going to zoom out just a teeny bit. I don't know what's causing my... I don't know if that helped any or not. Male glide ruler, Meri. The cover is 12 by 11.5. Okay, well that's easy to remember. because 12 by 12 minus a half inch on one side. So 11 by 11.5 is 11 and a half. So almost 12 by 12. Thank you, Mina. And the paper are a tad bit smaller. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to send this to you. I want it to be a surprise. And if you can't use it, don't feel bad. If you can't use it, either pass it along or trash it. Do what you want. After it leaves my house, I'm done with it. And I'm done with Happy Mail this week. Believe me, I've had enough. I've had enough. Now, the other thing, now I've had this for a while. Let me grab these two books here. I've had, and I might get a different book now that I handled that paper. And wait, I've had this for a while. This is a stationery, but I did get it at the thrift store. I think I paid $3 for it. $3. But it's a stationery set, and it's a nice one. I don't think I used anything out of here. And there's a journal in here. Look, there's a journal. I remember, I got this at that Catholic thrift store. There's a nice little journal in here. And then there's note cards and paper. It's all hooked together. This is the notepad. Let me get the envelopes. There's envelopes, but it's a nice embossed. It's all hooked together here. How is that? There we go. They're stuck in there. There we go. Huh. It was stuck on the back of this notepad. Now this, if I use this as a writing journal, I could almost use maybe this smaller. Well, this is almost too big. This was a book that this one's, well, maybe not. No, they're kind of small. By the time you fold that in half, I have about an inch, maybe an inch and a half of space. So I don't think I'd use this here. I have this little Shakespeare book that was the back. That came that way. I started drawing in this a long time ago in this Shakespeare book. I got it upside down. No, where did I start drawing? I drew online. I was reading a story here. Drew these Shakespeare primer. And I don't know if I want to rip this. See, this would fit, I think, in here. But that's a little too small. This is for my taste. But this would fit this paper. This paper is kind of thick. That's one sheet. That's fairly thick stationery. Is that the cover? That's the cover. So this paper would fit this smaller book if I wanted to. And I would probably, because the back is already damaged, I think that's torn in. That's not glued on. I'd probably split the spine and keep the text. I think I got this from Johnny or Pearl. I can't remember. It's dated. It's got a signature here. Can't read it. Don't see a date. I don't see a date. But you can tell it's an older one. Edited by J.R. Green, Shakespeare. It's probably here someplace. But this would work for this little journal. But I think this one's too small for that 11 by, so if you take a piece of that presentation paper, see that's, I'd have to trim it down a little to make it fit. There's my gargoyle stamp. I cut out 40 of those. Oh, I was done. I was done. So these are some things I'm going to work on, not today. I was just showing these to you. I run across these as I'm sorting and cleaning. So there's those, and there's some envelopes and note cards here. And there's that notepad and the journal. Where's the journal? What did I do with it? There's the journal. This was certainly worth $3. You know, retail, you could buy this for $3 at retail. And then you got all your business. Well, this is what these are. These are kind of interesting because you can put in a business card there. And I thought it might be fun to make little Meri Atelier cards. Not that I'm a business. But I don't, do they have, yeah, they have the little slits there. But you don't even have to put a card there. You could put some sort of art on there and slip them in there. Or you could make a book out of them and use them as art that way. You know, fold these in half. And then there's the business envelopes, which are just plain. But they're nice paper. Very nice set. I think it was originally, what, $13? What did I see on here? Originally $12.88, which is $13. So there's that to you. See, this is why I don't need to go to the junk. But I want to go. And then I might look for, I have this would probably fit, but I'd still have to cut it down just a teeny bit. Well, maybe not, but yeah, probably a little. It sticks out a little. But this is more my, and I bought this way. The spine was missing. I think I got this from Rebecca. But I usually break the spine anyway and expand, like what I did on this writing journal. And then we're doing that Harrison Fisher book, which we're wrapping up this month. And then there's this one. This book, which I just love this. I think this is an O. Henry book. Roads of Destiny. O. Henry. And the date, I think, is I saw it in here, 1908 or 1903. I'd have to get a magnifying glass. But see, it's got some damage in there. What I like about this type of books, too, is you can read a snippet and illustrate a snippet out of there. All right. So I'm going to put all that back. Let's move on. Just showing you where I am, what I've been playing with here. And I've got a mess behind me already. Let me move these steppies up. I went to the thrift store yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Oh, I'll start with these, because these are fun. I've got some things out on the TV set, some little metal pumpkin candle holders. I got 2 metal ones that cost me 99 cents. They're just little orange metal. They're probably tin painted orange. Then I found a ceramic one, a white ceramic pumpkin. And that's what's out on the TV. But I found yesterday, now this is at that Catholic store. I like to go to that store because it's so clean. I found this owl. Now, this isn't what I was thinking of sending you, Mina. Hey, I'm not going to send this through the mail. It probably cost me. It's got a mark on the back of it. This one cost me $1. It's got a marking on it. I want to see what it is. Oh, it's got a... I want to hold this up. Maybe you guys know what this is. It's a nice owl. Let me stand up and hold this mark up to the... Look at that mark. And it's got a 1114. It looks like two swords, doesn't it? I don't know what mark that is, but it's a nice one. It's ceramic. It's a nice owl. And then I found another one, not like this. Well, there was another one like this, but I didn't buy it. I found this one first, and I said, oh, one is enough, until I found this one, and let me get it out here. There was no price tag on it. There was no price tag on it. And the lady who runs the store the manager happened to be up at the sales counter when I was there. And I said, there's no price tag on this. This is the $1 from there, I think. I said, I paid $1 for this. What do I need to pay for this one? And she looked at it and says, oh, give it to her for $1. And the lady running the cash register found the price tag up here. It's not on there anymore. They took it off. No, it is on there. $5. And she said, $5. And I said, oh, she said I could have it for $1. And the lady, the manager said, yes, give it to her for $1. So I thanked her. I said, that was very kind of you. That it was up here written in white on a white tag on this white owl. And this one is the great snowy owl. Let me just hold it up. The great snowy owl, master of the evening wilderness, sculpture collection. 1999 Hamilton collection, all rights reserved. And then I think that says made in Thailand. But look, it even looks like it has glass eyes. I don't know if they're real glass, but it looks like real glass. It's really a beautiful owl, and she let me have it for $1. And I was, oh, thank you so much. I really don't buy these type of things very much. I do buy little things, you know, 'cause I can pass them along when I'm done with them. But I was just in the mood for, and these are autumn, fall. So I'm going to put these out in the living room too. My brother will say, what? I noticed he was doing double takes on those pumpkins. So there's those. And then I got some more paper. This is knee-high paper. Let me get these newspapers out of the way. Just throw those away. This is knee-high bright white. I paid $5 for this. But try to buy that knee-high paper even at, I think you can get it at Walmart. But there are 250 sheets in here. It's you pay $4 or $5 just for 100 sheets. If even you get it that cheap. I don't know what it is now. But I got that. And I found some, oh look, I found a sock monkey. I seen that there before in their craft area, and I almost picked it up. And I put it back, and he was still there. I paid $1 for him. So we might make a sock monkey. He's all there. He's never been opened. We might make a sock monkey to put up here on my shelf. And I got some sticky back felt. This is felt adhesive sheets. I think I paid, what did I pay? $1 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of that. So 20 cents a sheet. I bought this bag of, now I don't crochet with this, but this reminded me of what Becky and Art Junkie, that t-shirt yarn. And I don't know if it's t-shirt yarn or not. I like to use it for tying up my books and tying stuff together. But I do think this is t-shirt yarn. Yes, it is, because it's got that stretch. So I paid $4 for this bag. So I don't know if I'll crochet with it or what I'll do with it, but I'm going to play with it. I was going to try making some of that, but the t-shirts I had were, they looked like tees, but they were knit. And they were not a stretchy fabric like this is. And the t-shirts I have, I don't want to cut up. Yeah, I think these are t-shirts. T-shirts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 white, a pink, a gray, and a blackish brown. I'll play with it. That's what I bought it for. This is the kind of thing that you would get at the junk jaunt. But I don't need any more junk. I have to keep telling myself that. So there's that. I think the paper was what I really appreciated getting, because that's what I use a lot of. And then, oh, I have to show this to my brother. Our electric pencil sharpener, he's had it for years, and it gave out on him. And I told him I'd buy one off of Amazon, because I use it for my art, too. And I'm going to try this later, after I put everything else away, and see if it works. I paid $4 for it. They usually test this stuff before they put it out on the shelf. But I don't see a sign here saying it worked. So we're going to give it a try and see what kind of a job it does before I show it to my brother. And what else do I have? Oh, I bought this. I thought this was nice fall fabric. Let me take the tape off. We don't have them trained, Becky, to not tape stuff together. We don't have them trained. Although with this fabric, it doesn't matter as much. It does pull some of the sheen off. Some of the, you see, it pulls some of the fuzziness off of it. But what it really matters on is the polyesters. And this was, let me read the tag before I throw it away. This was $2, 60 inches by wide by 3/4 of a yard. But I use it for my craft, and I haven't been doing much slow stitching lately, but look at this. It's really beautiful. Oh, it's 60 inches wide, I guess. This is doubled here. So it's 60 inches from this end to that, to the middle. But I like this because it's a nice fall color. And I don't think it's wool. I think it's probably some sort of a blend. It might be a wool cotton blend or something. I don't know. I'm not that good with fabrics. I just know I like the color of it. So that cost me $2. I think that was worth it. And I bought this, which I might share in the next Thanksgiving Bird's Journal, because this is a nice fabric. Nobody's ever used this. This is unused fabric, but it's a wood grain. If you could, let me hold it up, see if you guys can see the grain. It's a grain, wood grain. Isn't that cool? And I thought that would be nice for fall. Some sort of a fall slow stitch. It's falling out of my... Got things falling out. I got... Hold it. Got some little remnant pieces here that are falling. I like to go to the because their fabrics are nice and clean. I don't know what I paid for this. I threw the tag away. Probably about maybe $1, $1.50. I don't know. I threw the tag away. This piece is $1. It is 45 inches by 2/3 yard. 45 inches wide. And let's open it up. It's houses. It's more of a, I see this more as a Christmas fabric. Yeah, there's Santa Claus. And he's going over all the kind of colonial snow white houses. At first I thought it was an Eastern like you know, over in the Middle East. But I think these are colonial type small towns in America. And so that's a Christmas one. This is Christmas. Yeah, these fabrics are new. Nobody's used these. These are just come out of somebody's fabric stash, I think. I mean, they're nice fabrics. This is snowflakes. Probably came from a quilt store. And I paid 75 cents for that piece. And it's a fat quarter, 18 by 21 inches, fat quarter. Feels more like a half yard to me. But she says it's 18 by 21. I guess 21 that way, 8. No, I think this is more, well, they might be not counting the rib part in there. This is more than 18 inches. This is more like a yard, but I think it's been cut up, so they counted it as 18. But for what I use it for, I guess I would say this is not brand new, but it's nice enough to be brand new. Somebody's cut out of it, but that's okay. I don't mind that, because I'd probably do the same thing. And got a couple more smaller pieces here. This is more of a necktie or a napkin type fabric. Let me cut this. I think this is a table napkin type thing. I don't know for sure. It's more like a man's design, a male. Paisley, not paisley. Oh, look. It's stuck right on there. I guess some water would take that off. It's just a little piece, 25-cent piece. These are kind of like emblems, like a shield type thing. And of course the tag is stuck on there. I have to get some water and get that off. Well, it's really, oh, there we go. 25 cents for that. It'll come in handy. And then one more piece is a towel type fabric. $1 for 45 inches by 17 inches. That's what they're saying. And I do like this for my slow stitching. It's fun to stitch on. open this up a little. I can get the tag off here. The tape off. And yeah, I don't think it's been used out of. It's kind of like a striped, almost like a towel fabric, Towel. Something that you might use for pillows or seat covers or something like that. Something very utilitarian, but I'll probably use it for slow stitch. I want to get slow stitching, probably not until next year, but I think I'll pick up slow stitching again next year. So I got a lot of fabrics here. I got another 250 sheets of paper to play with. I got this sock monkey. I'm gonna keep that out. These will go back in this sack and probably go upstairs until I'm ready for it. And I only have one more thing to show you from all my thrift haul. I've got Happy Mail here. You see, I haven't been online for a while. I've got all this accumulation here. Well, not too bad though. Don't forget, Jacqueline is selling tonight, 4 p.m. Eastern, and she's going to sell Angie bowls. Let's test out this pencil sharpener before we do anything else. See if it sharpens my pencil. Let me put this paper behind me. I'm going to have to hop, skip, and jump over the thrift haul. Let's see if my pencil sharpener purchase works. My brother would be happy if it did. I wouldn't have to buy a brand new one. Paid $4 for it. It should work. And we'll discard the old one. He likes to take things apart, but he said he wasn't going to take that one apart. And he likes to work his crossword puzzles in pencil. He can't read them after they're done because you know how a pencil is. But he likes to work them in pencil. And the newspaper, he gets the daily paper to work the crossword. And he buys those penny press crossword puzzle books. He's smart about those things. He's better at those than I am. This has a little tray here that holds all the shavings. I'm hoping this just came from somebody's office that they were done with, that they got him a fancy dancy one. But he said, I'm going to have to buy me a new pencil sharpener. And I threw in one of the Pen Plus Gear pencil sharpeners that I got at Walmart. And I just happened to have it right down beside my chair. And he's like, well, that'll work. So we'll see if this works. Let's see, I got a jar of pencils here someplace. A few pencils left. What did I do with them? Is that them? Hold on, I'm going to have to stand up. What did I do with my pencils? Are they hiding from me? I must have taken the jar of them, but there's one in here I can use. I must have put the jar over with my other stuff. Thought I saw one in here. Uh-oh. Where did I see that? Is it in this one? Here we go. We'll test this pencil. And this one. And this one. This one is not mine. It's been here forever. It's a Nebraska Society Children's Home. All right, we're going to see. I don't think I have to turn it on. I think by plugging it in. I'll see if the thing works. Uh-oh. Do I have to turn it on someplace? I might have gotten taken here. Boston. It's not working. I wonder if it has to charge up. You guys know anything about pencil sharpeners? It's dead. I should have tried it there. I wonder if... Is it plugged in? It's plugged in. Well, it works. I fooled with that plug. It must have not been plugged in all the way. Oh, it works. I'll give it to my brother. They had another one there. I thought this was the more compact of the two. We both use it. So I've got 3 sharpened pencils now. I can draw. Let me put them back in the bucket here. I have a bucket of beads and paint brushes and an emery board and a ribbon of some sort. Let me empty the shavings. Shavings might be fun to play with. Boy, it really shaves it fine. But I'll empty them. You don't need to save your pencil shavings, Mary. Throw them away. Good grief. All right. Well, we'll give this to my brother. I'll say happy birthday. His birthday was... Yeah, see, that unplugs real easy from this plug-in. His birthday was the 5th of September. And I took him out to a steak dinner, so now I'm giving him a pencil sharpener. I cussed him out, though, this week. I bought some milk. I bought some more milk because I would make some more cream soup. And I bought it, when did I buy it? A couple days ago. And yesterday I went shopping. Had to go to the post office. That's where I found out that my mailers were to. Anyway, I came home and he was drinking milk. And I looked in the refrigerator and he was drinking my milk for my soup. I got mad at him. What are you doing? You're drinking all my milk. I bought that for my soup. Oh, I wondered why you bought me milk. I'm going, I didn't buy that milk for you. So today, when he went to get the mail, he went to our local grocery here and he bought him a gallon of milk. And he said, you can refill your jug from that gallon of milk. I said, no, just drink it because I shouldn't have bought it until I was ready to use it. I'm not ready to use it. But I'll give him this pencil sharpener. It's a Boston Powerhouse. So, there's that. How am I going to get out of here? I have got to find a place for all this stuff before I bring any more stuff in here. I've just been stalled. This is not part of the thrift haul, but when I was grabbing I was grabbing these books to show you guys, I found this one. This was a gift from Crafting Mamas, Shelley, when she was cleaning out her things from Hawaii when she moved back to the States. And it was about that time I was doing all those snow globes. And she sent me a snow globe stamp. I have it around here in my stamps. One of the things I want to do is get all my stamps together. It's coming. But it's a book of snow globes, you guys. It's just a beautiful book of snow globes. Look, there's some... Are these the dwarfs or gnomes? I think that might be a Santa Claus. Snowman. Well, these are ornaments. These aren't snow globes here. Well, these are, but those didn't look like snow globes. I guess they are. Snow globe tummy. Snow globe Christmas tree. Kitty cat snow globes. Isn't that cool? I think my next, of course, I will not get my ideas from here, but my next short that I'm going to do is going to be snow globes. Then this one, I think I got this one from Pearl. I just found these when I turned around. James Whitcomb Riley. I love the format of this book. Of course, it has nice illustration in there. But every page has this double, triple border around it. I don't know if you can see it, but let me hold it up here. And it's got Harrison Fisher type illustrations, but this is somebody else. I can't read it. It'll say in the beginning, but see this? I don't know what the lighting is going to let you see. It's a real light gold color, and it's the border, a border around here, and then it's got the illustration there, and this is that way on every page. And it does have a lot of illustration. I don't know who illustrated this book. Addie Dreesen? I can't read that name. I love the handwriting, but I can't read it. I want to see who illustrated it. Does it say? Illustrated by Howard Chandier, Chandier, Christie, Christy. It's got some decorations by Franklin Booth, Crossett and Dunlap Publishers, Riley's Roses, James Whitcomb Riley, by James Whitcomb Riley. And I think it's his poetry. The Story of Yesterday. But yesterday, O blooms of May, and summer roses wear away, O stars above, and lips of love, ooh, and all the honeyed sweets thereof. What year is this? I don't think this is out of copyright yet. 1909, yeah, it's out of copyright. So I could share some of this in public domain. I think the illustrations down here are all the same. Some are darker than the others. This one has two young ladies facing that way, kind of walking in the country. And this one has a young lady seated, and forgive my fingernails, and she's seated out, looks like she's reading or sewing or something. I can't quite make that one out. But I could share this poetry, 1909. There's probably anything that's in the public domain you can probably find out there on the internet. Here's part of the book cover here. Whitcomb Riley. Edwin Markham's tribute to James Whitcomb Riley. And that the front cover is not there. So I'm not going to look at books if I go this weekend. I'm not going to look at figurines or knickknacks. I'm not going to look at fabric because I've got enough fabric. What are you going to look at, Mary? I would really, truthfully, you guys, by some miracle, I would love to find a used scan and cut. You know, it's what I want. I could probably find one online, but I just think it would be fun to have that in mind and to go looking and go, oh, there it is, you know? All right. So, I have 2 things left, but before I proceed, let me look at chat because I've been in my own world. I've got a haul from Rebecca Wills and a small haul from Jacqueline. And you know, Jacqueline's selling tonight. Angie's Bowls are selling tonight. Did somebody put a link in to Jacqueline? Is she here? All right, let me just refresh my chat and get caught up with chat. Top messages. Cat filter. All messages. Oh, and I got an ad, so I can't see the... You know, the ad takes up my whole chat window. Because they try to make it half and half, and it takes up the entire lower half, and it doesn't finish until it's done, and my water is out in the other room. Come on. There. Now I have to increase my screen again. Okay. Let me change the chat filter. Okay, where are we at? Mina says, the border shows nicely. Oh, did it show nice, Mina? Good, I'm glad. It's hard for me to tell when I hold things up there, especially print was so light. Hi, Lala. Welcome in, Lala. She says, oh, thank you, Lala. Lala always reminds you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe, and contribute after the video becomes a regular video. And Lala always does that. I'm just so impressed. She always leaves a comment after the streams, unless she's not feeling well or something. So thank you for that, Lala. Bless your heart. And bless your family and bless your art. Lala, I hope you feel better, Mina says. Laura says, Lala, oh my, I pray for your healing. Oh, let's do it. Am I missing something? Laura says, Mary, I don't mean to giggle, but you said you cussed your brother out. I can't imagine you cussing. Oh, I can cuss. I can get pretty mad. Especially when things irritate me. Because I bought that milk for my soup, and what irritated me was I wondered why you bought me milk, and I'm going, I didn't buy it for you. We pretty much buy our own groceries now because he eats so differently than I do. I can't eat the way he does. I mean, I'm not criticizing it. It's just that I can't eat the same foods. I'd have a stomach ache for the next 10 years. But I do get pretty angry sometimes, Laura. I'm not a perfect person, believe me. I have to confess my sins every night. The pencil sharpener is a great deal. Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll make a nice replacement for our broken one. Jen says cute. Mina says the border shows nicely. Lala says she's sitting in the balcony. She's got a stomach bug. She can't chat. Oh, take care of that tummy bug. I've been having some pains in my tummy, but I think it's mostly gas caused by not eating the right foods. I've been having some digestive problems. But I was watching, and I can't remember her name. I'll have to find it and share it with you guys. She's an herbalist. And I was watching a video of her today where she was showing different types of sage. And I grow sage and never really process it. But she showed the different kinds. She showed some sage that, and I think it's just the garden variety. She says that is really good if you have memory problems or to help you remember things. And I think she said digestive issues for that. Then she showed some different kinds of sage that I can't even remember the names of them. But one is for anxiety. Now, I don't have much anxiety anymore, especially since I've been down here. I don't worry about things as much as I used to when I was out on my own. You know, like, how am I going to pay the rent? You know, that type of thing. But she was showing different types of sage, and she speaks very highly of lemon balm. Now, I do have some rosemary growing out in my raised garden. I should go out there and pick it and dry it. Next year, I'm going to be smarter about my gardening. That raised bed, I put my tomatoes in it, and well, our tomatoes just did not do well at all this year. My brothers didn't either. And but I put those cherry tomatoes in there, and I'm not going to do that next year. I'm going to make that raised bed an entire herb garden. And I'm going to watch more of her to see what kind of dill. I want to grow dill. We got an eggplant. We could have gone to the store and bought the egg. And green pepper, I cannot grow green pepper for love nor money. It just, like I say, you can go to the store and buy the peppers for cheaper than trying to grow it. I would rather grow something like herbs or, you know, something like that will grow. And our sweet corn is all done, but we did have sweet corn. My brother's been eating a lot of butternut squash. That butternut squash was a mistake, and it just took over the garden. And I asked my brother, I said, how much is left out there? You know, yeah, I'm ready to pull the plant up and clean up the garden, but he said there's still some out there, so I'll probably leave it for a while. But you know, come October, if it hasn't snowed yet, I'm going to go out there and start pulling things up. Make compost out of them. But next year I'm going to grow a lot more herbs and a lot more flowers. Let's see, where was it? Did Legia pop in? Let's see, did I miss saying? Somebody said hello to Legia. She's probably on her way to work. Let's see, let me go on up here. Mina says, hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. Mina says, those would look beautiful on one of your shelves, thinking of your journals. Yes, they, you're talking about the books, the writing journals? They would, and to tie a nice ribbon around them, or a cloth that's been torn and tied. Yeah, those are. I have a stack of books. I showed it in one of my first studio reorgs. I have a nice stack of old books that are nice decor items. I need more room. Let's see. Beautiful owl. Yeah. Oh, that was Legia. She says, how's your Friday so far? I'm going GRFW. So I'll be in the lurk mode. GRFW. Getting ready for work. Yeah, Legia works in Chicago. I don't envy her Friday. I don't envy your Friday no matter what town you're in. I'm so glad to be retired now. The thought of having to get up and get ready for work just turns me off. I can hardly get up and come in here and stream anymore. For one thing, I didn't sleep a wink last night. I don't sleep good. Yeah, I should probably take something for that. Maybe I'll find an herb that'll knock me out. Chamomile, I think. Is peppermint one? No, I think peppermint is more for your tummy. But chamomile for sure. Tea and ginger? I don't know. Mary, the suspense thickens. And thank you. I'll sure love it. Okay. Well, Mina, I'm going to send it to you. It'll fit in a flat envelope. But I saw it and I immediately thought of you. And I think you'll like it, but if you don't, it won't hurt my feelings if you pass it on or get rid of it however you want. You know, maybe you have more than enough. But I thought of you, so I'm going to send it your way, and you can, like I said, once it leaves my desk, it's out of my mind. Male guide ruler. Let's see what Becky put a link to. Male guide ruler. Oh, can we buy those? Oh, I'm going to get one if that's what it is, because I need that. Is that at the post? Wait, let me see what's going on here. My tablet is slow. It's bringing up the fox. Dee-dum-dum, dee-dum-dum-dum. Open with Firefox. Da-da-da-da-da-da-dum with the knick-knack paddywhack. Give it a gamon, all I see is a white screen. Come on. I don't think my redirect has been working right. Oh, it's on Amazon. Thanks for that link, Becky. 4 sizes, measure shipping guide. And it's an acrylic one. Oh, let me get my phone and put that in my cart. I haven't ordered anything off of Amazon for quite a while. It's about time I do another order. Let me get out there and...
This vending machine.
Come on. Go home. YouTube. Me. Live. Should we do our giveaway? It's going to be a little bit different than a giveaway because I think I have enough for anybody who wants one. Hi, Joyce. Welcome in. Melatonin. Valerian root. I don't know what valerian root is. Ashwagandha. Excellent herbal remedies. Melatonin, isn't that something more to do with the skin, though? Valerian. See that ad pops up and it takes over my whole chat screen. Let's see. Jersey Joyce. Welcome in, Joyce. Kitty Jen, Nina. Nina says, lately I've been called by the lure of trim. Fabric trim, paper trim, and bead trim. I think I'm almost over it. Oh, Mina. You'll never get over lures of stash. And here's where Lala's sharing she's not feeling well with her stomach bug. I'm looking for Becky's link to that guide. Here it is. Oh, and I don't think, see, my redirect doesn't work. Let me go back. And let me open my Amazon. I think it'll open my Amazon in my Amazon rather than the... So I've noticed it on my phones and on my laptop, on my notepad. I have to go and hit the go. I think, no, I don't know what, here it is. And it opened it in, because I can close Firefox. It opened it in, if I open my Amazon app, the links will open in my app and not in the browser. 4 sizes acrylic guide. Does it have the big one? It does, the 18 millimeter. 6 millimeter, 18 millimeter, and which is 3/4 of an inch. Because that's what my pet, this is empty. But this can't be any thicker than 3/4 of an inch. And with what I had in there, what I have in there now, it fits through that perfectly. But what I had in there before took up probably about 1 1/4 inches. It was too thick. I had to remove some things. Let's put, how much is this? How much? Whoops. Becky, where are you? And that stupid redirect thing. I don't know why my redirect is not working. All right, it is $12.50. Oh, I'm going to put it in my cart. I have 6 things in my cart that I've been stacking up. I have no business going on a junk jaunt. I have no business going on a junk jaunt. What do I have in my cart? Well, I have that nail measure. Oh, I need some more sticker paper. That's what that is. Sharpies. This was recommended by Tina was in here. I haven't bought those yet. I think the price is probably, when she recommended them, it was a little bit lower, but $1 or something. Presentation paper. Now see, that is what I have. I'm going to move this. This is only $8.79, but it's only, how many pages? How many pages? I think that's only 100 pages. 50 sheets. Oh, it's Epson. For 50 sheets for $8.79, and I paid $10 at the thrift store for 250 sheets. So I really made a killing there. Originally, that 250 sheets was like $33, $34, up around there. And, oh, some of those junior composition books, I really don't need those. I'm going to put save for later on that. I don't know if I'll get those either, but I put them in my cart, and then I decide when I make the purchase. Let me go back on my notepad over here. Because I want to save my energy here. All right, thank you, Miss Becky. Becky had some errands to run. She's got Happy Mail to send. She might be gone to the post office. Where is my stream? Come on. Well, it's being stubborn. There I am. Before we do the Happy Mail, let me make a list here. I'll make a list in this little book. It's here somewhere. I just had it in my hands. Let me stand up. This is what I'm going to give away. And don't do anything yet. But one row, you will get 4 cats and 4 owls. I'll just put them in a small envelope and send them off to you. Let me find my little book. Right here. Is that it? No. That's a different little book. Why is it? Well, I know why it is. I've got too much stuff around me. I just had that little book that I was making notes in. What did I do with it? I had it in my hands. I thought it was over here, but it's not. It didn't fall. It's not up there. We don't need the sock monkey. Look, I've been finding these die cuts that I got at Hobby Lobby when they were selling out of all those Sizzix. This is a bee and honeycomb die cut. Well, it's not to be found. Fiddlesticks. So I guess I'll just grab a piece of paper. I wanted to keep it all in that little book. Well, this is why little books, notepads and things don't work for me. Because I never find them after I... Is it on the floor? No, but there's something on the floor. I'm looking for it. Yeah. It didn't fall, so... Oh well. So what I want to make a list, and of course the ad's covering up my chat stream. As soon as the ads are over with, I'm going to have to get out there and turn off the ads. I don't know if I have to do that for every stream. It's a pest. Those ads are pesty. Let me pull this sheet. Oh, well, this is my owl. That's okay. We'll keep the owl as a... We'll do it this way. And now I want a pen to write with. You know, and I keep breaking open a... This is what I want, a dark pen. Get out of there. All right. Lala says, please remember me. Please remember, like, comment, share, subscribe after the video becomes... Yeah, thank you. Oh, Becky's dressed and heading out. She says me. Okay. I got you down, Becky. She's left. So what you'll get, and you guys can start saying me now, because I've got 6 sheets of this, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets and 1 extra. I think there's like 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 30. There's 6 rows of 6 sheets. That's 36 rows, and I have an extra one here. This is what you'll get. And I'll probably cut it in half and put it in an envelope. And I might put a piece of copy paper around it to protect it. But, so if you want one, I'll probably offer this again tonight. I know Arlene wanted one and Jen wanted one. So Arlene, Jen, and Becky. Mina. And these are the stickers. I have to tell you, the stickers came out really nice. They came out really nice, but I edited them on my phone, and I was able to zoom in, and that's what makes these black lines so dark. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that with all my stamps when I make stickers out of them. There's a difference between this. This is larger. I also made them much smaller because, you know, they'll fit on a... And I was thinking it would be fun, you guys, to make some notepads. Not with the stickers, but print them off on a piece of paper. this is a digital here, and measure off, like, okay, I got half here. I got 4 sheets off of a piece of copy paper, and cut it nice, you know, cut it nice. Let me fold this way. Something like this, only not the big owl. And put the little owls down here in the corner, like that, and make note paper. And offer that, you know, maybe put a border up here or something, and staple it. I can't see chat because the ads keep coming up over it. But, yeah. I'm going to offer it in the morning, and I'll offer it tonight again, too. And these are stickers. I was going to let me cut that one. Of course, I can't find it now. Where'd it run off? Oh, it's right in front of me. See, when I fussy cut these, I cut them in half, and then I cut them in 2, like so. And then I keep them in a set, an owl and a cat. I wish I could find my little book, because we made a list of things to do. And then what I like about this style, I'm going to do like 10 animals in this style. I thought it might be fun to try to do a turkey, and he would only have, you know, maybe 4 feathers up there, but put those leaves in his feathers and maybe some leaves on his tummy. But what I like about this style is that it's easy to fussy cut, because you just have, and I've been cutting off the whiskers. If you get them, you know, you're free to try to cut out those whiskers if you want, but they're awfully tiny. And you know, this one does not have whiskers for some reason. The very last one does not. No, all of these have whiskers. Which one is this? This must have been one off of another sheet. Well, that's good, because I'm keeping it for my... Oh, that's an owl. That's why it doesn't have whiskers. Yeah, owl, whiskers on an owl, Mary. But they are so easy to fussy cut. I think I started fussy cutting the cat. And what did I start fussy cutting? I don't know. They're pretty easy to fussy cut. And I'll do the cat and the owl here. And I think I'm going to keep this style, kind of a round oval style. And we made a list of like what? Several animals. And I put them in that little book. And I had that little book in my hands. It's probably over there on the floor, and I probably have covered up with other books. Now, I put a set of, not these, but a set of, well, that other one, with the gargoyle on it. I put 2 gargoyles on the big manila envelope that's going out, and then these are going, the owl and the cat are going on the little envelope, and then inside you get the cat, the owl, the gargoyle, a set of eyes, and an ugly sweater with a ghost on it. Those are all my Halloween type stamps. Oh, you get the spider. Because I did stickers, I was able to adjust my spider stamp to look more like a spider. And that's what I like about doing this digitally, because then I can adjust it. I'm just going to cut out one set here. So if you want a set of owls, you'll get 4 cats and 4 owls. Put a me in there. And I will be offering these again tonight. Like I said, I printed off 6 sheets. And if I don't give them all away, I'll use them for my own art. I'll probably put some in my zine. but it's fun to do these, and it's fun to share them. And this is a nice glossy vinyl paper. Now I have not, you guys might know because you do more coloring than I do. I don't know about coloring on a vinyl sticker. To me, you would have to let that ink dry pretty good. I would think it would wipe off if it was still wet, because this is vinyl, a plastic coating almost. And probably an alcohol marker, I would think, would work best on them. I'm not sure about your super tips. Water-based would probably wipe off pretty easy. And I would use an alcohol marker. And Dee Dee Willingham, bless your heart. Dee Dee, I don't deserve you. You are such an encouragement to me. Dee Dee Willingham, do you want a sticker? Yeah, Mary, I have my own stickers. All right. And I made these smaller because they'll go in your zine. I think this one almost too big for my zine. I was thinking zines and envelopes and notepads. I was thinking about even a zine type notepad, scratch pad. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. I didn't see when that popped up because the ads are in my way. Let me grab a, where's Penelope? I'm behind you, Mary. All my straight pins are on. Penelope took them and ran away. I took everything off my desk when I was sketching in that big book, and she says, I'm here, Mary. We are going to give Penelope a new outfit one of these days. I got my jingle bell from Jacqueline. Don't forget, Jacqueline's selling tonight. I haven't seen her in here. Dee Dee says, cat. Well, you're gonna, if you say you want one, you're gonna get a roll of them, Dee Dee. And you can give them away if you want. You don't have to use them. You can give them away. You can throw them away. After they leave my desk, I don't, they're not mine anymore. I like to ring that jingle bell. It's gonna get a pin. I don't know what happens to these pins. Fall on the floor. I haven't stepped on one yet, but... All right, let me throw these away. I'm going to have to get in here and put things away, or I'll have a messed up room again. I got my floor all clean behind me, and then I drug stuff back in here, and I need to find a place for it. That's where I am in my studio cleanup. Now, to get this sticker paper off, what I do is I use a pen. Mine happen to have this little round head on it. But when I put my pen in the paper, I try to get it, I'm not always successful at it, but I get between the backing paper and the sticker paper, and then I just pull it off. And that seems to work for me. And I'm just going to put him down here. And I'm going to do the cat down here too. And this will be my... Well, there's a pin that probably I was looking for. You see, I just get in here, and if you go in at an angle, you have to go in deep enough to get underneath, which I didn't there. Sometimes I have to do it a couple times. If you go in at an angle, you don't pierce the sticker paper. You just pierce the backing paper and kind of pull back on it, and then it pulls off of your sticker paper. And this is nice sticker paper. This is, I don't have any qualms about putting these stickers on envelopes and putting them in the mail. All right, let's go back to the list. I got Mina, Becky, Jen, and Arlene. Let me go back up. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. Bless your heart. Hi, Dar. It's good to see you. Hi, Kelly. And Carol and Sylvia. Dar says a lady she can't stay. She's got occupational therapy today. I want stickers, please, Joyce. Oh, let me go up to the top. And I got the wrong pen. Which is the right one? Where's my pen? Where's my dark pen that I was using? See how, honestly, here it is. All right, let me go way up to where I left off. Becky said me. Arlene asked for one, and Jen asked for one, and Mina asked for one. So the next one is Lala. Now, I don't know if these will go out today. They may not go out till next Monday, because today I have to get the Diggity October zine stuff out, and I won't have time to do that and these. And this weekend I'm going on the Nebraska junk jaunt, so that'll be Saturday. Sunday, I'll be pooped. And I will stream Sunday evening, and then Monday evening is our Fib Diggity Creators Live, but I'll try to get these addressed. One thing I'm doing for sure now is I need to work on getting, especially the people I send to the most, their addresses on a sticker sheet in a digital form where I can just rip off and paste. And Laura told me to do that 3 years ago, and of course then I didn't have a printer, but I'm finding I've got my little digital copy of my return address, and it's so nice just to whack them out of there and paste it on. Sticker paper like this, only it's matte. Matte's a little bit cheaper than the glossy. All right, we left off with Lala. Dar said good morning. Nina says hi. Joyce said she wants stickers. Joyce. I'm going to offer these again tonight, so Dar, Meri is taking names who would like her owl and cat stickers. Carol says, me please. Carol, do I have your address? Did you send it to me? I'll have to check. Is your address in Beth Schuler's group? Is she out there yet? I might have to, if she's gone, I might, and the ad took over my screen. Mina, let her know with a me. Hi Lala, me, Joyce. I got Joyce, Sylvia. Hi Dar, hi Angel. Vanessa? Where's Vanessa? I see Vanessa, but I don't, I see Sylvia, Lala, Dar, Carol. Sometimes I think Vanessa hides from me. I have such a hard time seeing her. Joyce, Dar, Joyce, Dar, Mina, Carol, Dar, Mina, Dar, Joyce, Dar, hi Carol, hi. And then Dar says, hi Angel Rose. Where did Vanessa say me? I don't see her. I see somebody saying hi to her, but I don't see her. Lala, Dar, Joyce, Mina, Joyce. Can one of the mods tell me if Vanessa said me? Do you guys see Vanessa? I see somebody saying hi to Angel Rose, but I don't see her. Are you out there, Vanessa? Aunt Beck, Mina, Lala. Okay, I'm going to put a question mark with Vanessa. Because I don't know. Let's see. I don't know with me. Hyla. Joyce, Sylvia. Did Sylvia say she wanted any? Sylvia, do you want stickers? Let me know. I haven't seen you yet. They're saying hi. Hi to Carol. Hi, Dar. Angel Rose. Hi, Angel Rose. Hi, Jen. Hi, Laura. And then Dee Dee popped in. Mina, Dee Dee says, morning, guys. I do appreciate that super chat, Dee Dee. You're so sweet. Dee Dee says she would like a sticker, a Meri sticker. Okay, Dee Dee. I should do a Penelope. Only do her in a more uniform oval design. And I won't have pins sticking out of her. We could probably do her in sort of an oval. What do you think, Penelope? Carol, Joyce, Dee Dee. I'm reading the highs. Hi, new arrivals. Dee Dee says, me, me, me. Dee Dee says, I put friend stickers on sketchbook covers. Oh, how cool is that? I'll bet more than one person has crafted themselves into a corner at least once. I don't know. I can't keep my corners, can't keep the middle of the floor clean. Angie went back to sleep. Did Angie want stickers? I don't see her saying. Jen says thanks. Canada is on strike, but I would print my own. I can put them out there, Carol. Canada's, does that mean I can't send to Vail? I better get in touch with Vail before I send off that package. Is Canada on a mail strike? You guys fill me in. Carol, I can put one roll of these stickers out there for you. I mean, for everybody. I can offer these in the public domain. I have a public domain folder. But you won't get stickers. You'll just get a printout. I mean, whatever, unless you have sticker paper. I will do that, and I'll try to let you guys know tonight. I'll try to do that today. So I'm going to write Carol. This will be a reminder to me. Carol, and then I'm going to put PD for public domain. You think I can remember that? What does PD mean, Mary? Dee Dee says, again, Aaron. How is everyone doing? There's Angel Rose. There she is. I found you. Did you want stickers, Vanessa? Carol said it just started today. Really? Oh my goodness. Oh, I better get with Vail before I send off her stuff and see what she wants to do. I don't want to get stuck between in Montana or someplace, Minnesota or Montana or whatever side of Canada. The ad pops up in front of my chat. I can't read chat. Vanessa is here, Dar says. Okay. Me, Mary. I got you, Dee Dee. Angel Rose came in just before me. Okay. Oh, I found her as I read down. I don't know why. Sometimes I just look right over names. I don't know. It's just, and if somebody says hi to them, I realize that I missed them. So you guys, I really do appreciate when you greet people coming in. I really do appreciate that because sometimes I'm so focused on what I'm doing. You know me, I'll get in there and it'll be a half an hour before I come out again. Maybe even 45 minutes. Or maybe even an hour or two. Kelly says, I see her, but I don't know if she said me. Well, I'm going to send them to her. She can do what she wants. Kelly, did you want stickers? Sylvia said yes. So let me put Sylvia. Kelly, I don't think I have your address. Sylvia says yes. Vanessa says, I'm here. Dee Dee says, be right back. I'm going to get a chicken biscuit. I laugh at you guys. It's only 8 o'clock here. She's eating a chicken biscuit. Sylvia says, I'm here. I'm just drinking coffee and staying cozy. Sylvia says, thank you, Mary. Hi, Kellyanne, did you want stickers? I think I can probably find your address. I'll bet you're over in Beth's. It just started today. I Googled to make sure. I'm afraid to ask why they're on the strike. And you know what? I'm gonna send to Lori too. Lori Pink Girly. She isn't here to say no. She's not here to say, I don't want to marry. Yeah, I will put them, I made a note here. I'm going to put folder. And I will put a link to that. I'll try to get that done today. It won't be hard. I'll just take and what I do, and it works pretty good. I have that Adobe Scan. It's a free utility. And it works pretty good because it'll give me the size of the page, and Adobe's good. I have to say, if I buy any software in the future, it'll probably be Adobe, and they are subscription based. So probably have to pay through the nose for it, but and I love their AI. Even on the freebies that I do, like I scan those French magazines, and it read the French off of that scan that I did of that page, and some of that was blurred out, and it read it, the Adobe, even the freebie gave a summary of it, and it told me in English what all that French was telling me on that page. I was impressed. I was really impressed. I know it was free. You know, so that just, you know, this is, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but this is the helpful part of artificial intelligence. Because I can't read French. Now it just needs to help me understand French. Belinda, do you want stickers, Belinda? I'm giving away free stickers, owls and cats. These are my stamps, and I've refined my stamps. This is the cat stamp we did a week or so ago, and this owl I've done several months ago. And of course, he's been used and used and used. And I don't clean my stamps, but they still come out. And then after I gotta watch it here. After I stamped them, then I took a picture of it, and then a digital picture, and then on my phone I went in and cleaned everything up. Like if you zoom in on my picture, you can see all the little white spaces that the ink paper, and I cleaned all that up, and it got a really nice dark lines here. I've got nice stickers from it. And here's the eyes that I'm sending to the Fib Diggity creators for Halloween, and here's the ugly sweater with the ghost on it, and here's the spider. Now the spider really cleaned up nice because he goes this way, but see, I ran out of space. I couldn't do a nice spider web, but on the digital I was able to refine my spider and make him a little more round, and where I couldn't do that with my little carving tool. So I've got, these are all going, and the gargoyle. So to the Fib Diggity creators, they are getting a set of these. They're getting a set of these. This one is reduced a little so it would fit into the zine. But the large one is, well, I think it's reduced too, but I got 2 on their manila envelope, 2 gargoyles on the outside of the envelope, and then they'll get it as a sticker, but they'll get stickers of all of these. So, and I want to do some of my other stamps. I want to do the bunny rabbit. Where's my bunny rabbit? Here's my bunny rabbit. He turned out pretty good. My nicer ones, I'm going to make digitals. I was thinking about the faces, but the faces were done while I was still learning. And what I want to do, did I get everybody? Brenda, did you want a sticker? She says, love that gargoyle. I will try to get the gargoyle out on a sheet. I can't do it. I probably won't do it this weekend because I'm really busy. Next week, I'll try to get the gargoyle printed out. Brenda, do you want a row of... You only get 1 row. You don't get the whole sheet. You'll get 4 cats and 4 owls. Those came out great. Yes, I'll be grateful. Okay, let me do this. And if I missed anybody, speak up because you know me. Brenda Smith. I'll bet you Brenda Ashford would want some too. Should I put Brenda A? Because I know her. I know her. Or she'll either use them or... Yeah, the gargoyle turned out nice. I don't think I have a print of him. I didn't make off a print. I fussy cut 40 of these. 40 of them. But even him, he wasn't too, and his face shows up a lot nicer. Where's that paper? His face shows up a lot nicer than you see it on the stamp. His face shows up pretty good. And I think the ones I fussy cut were just a little bit smaller than this. And see, this was my initial print that I did the other day. What don't I don't have the cat and the owl on here. There's the ugly sweater. All right. So did Angie want stickers? Did anybody see if Angie wanted stickers? I don't know if Angie does much journaling and stuff. I know. Angie, do you want stick? I'll ask her tonight. She'll pop in. Oh, Angie is selling over on Jacqueline's channel tonight, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So she's selling her bowls. So those of you who want bowls, they're going to go fast. I guarantee it. I guarantee Angie's bowls are really popular. So what I want to do, I don't want to lose this list. Did you guys see the finished zine? I don't know if Dee Dee went to get a chicken biscuit. These are the zines from one of Janet Young and Dee Dee's swaps. This is from the prompt swap, and I did Coptic binding here. And I also did some true binding where you just put glue in there. And I bound all those zines together. I think there are like 12 of them. And then I have one of my own and then the original of my own in the back. And that's just a little notepad there. Came out really nice. And this is paper from Shannon Green. I'm going to document that. That paper came from Shannon Green. This is my documentation paper. So I did get something done this month. All right, what I want to do now is Happy Mail. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock, so I've only got an hour. Let's open Jacqueline's package first because it's smallest. But I don't think she's invoiced me from last week. Maybe she's waiting to invoice. lucky me, I got paid from YouTube this month. So I have money to buy postage with and go to the junk jaunt, and if I budget. I'm not really wanting a lot, to tell you guys the truth. I'm really not. I'm wanting a scan and cut is what I'm wanting. Wouldn't it be neat to find one? One that's in good condition. You know, sometimes if that's what's on your heart, sometimes it shows up. I'm not counting on it though. All right. So this is, hello, this is what you've been waiting for. I can't tell you how many of these envelopes I have. And this is what I've been waiting for. And let's see, what did I get? Some paper. It's the worst for the wear, but it's sunshine paper. And it'll go nice in my journal. I'll put it under some, I'll put it, you guys, I was cleaning and I found another bag of Jacqueline paper. I'm going to have to get a trunk. Or maybe one of those big flip top boxes for Jacqueline paper. I love her paper. She does a super job. I think that's mostly what I got this time. I had the budget. This is from a couple weeks ago. And I just got paid, so I had the budget. I'm not sure why this is so wrinkled, but I think it'll be fine in the long run. I got a freebie, some round tags. Looks like they're pinkish red. I'm not going to take them out. A gift. And Baby Boomer, Doggy Daddy, Tim Curry, Dwight D. Eisenhower, The Times of London, Henry Kissinger, and Walter Brennan. Well, Tim Curry, Doggy Daddy. I know Dwight Eisenhower, and The Times of London, I think, is a newspaper. And of course, Henry Kissinger was an ambassador. And Walter Brennan, wasn't he a newscaster? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, there's some more over here. What was the building? Oh, these are trivia cards. Trivia game, 20 plus. I'm not going to take them out. Trivia cards to play with. Beautiful yellow papers. Beautiful yellow sunshine papers for my sunshine journal. I'm going to have to do a 10-set volume of sunshine. Because I think, what, there's one, how many did I get? One, about 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. 10 sunshine pages. I think I'll probably iron these. And this is, oh, this is a tassel. Was this a Lori tassel? A journal tassel. And I think that's all I got. I got some things last week, though. I was kind of having to watch my budget at this sale. Well, come on, this'll make a nice, I'm glad that she didn't put stickers on. I like these for my transparent art journal pages. Which those stickers would make nice stickers too for these transparent art. Do those French ladies. All right, hold on, I'm trying to get it open. I'm not gonna cut it. Here it is. I saved these for my transparent art journal. I'm so glad she didn't put a sticker on it. Yay. Way to go. Oh, it's such a pretty, it's so pretty. Tans and yellows. Doesn't that just go together? Yummy. I'm running out of things to journal, though, I have to tell you. I'm going to have to, I mean, you can make the journals, but you have to have a reason for making them. You can put in quotes and writing. I'm kind of sad that this is all wrinkly, but I think I can iron this out. I know what I'll do with it. I'm not going to do it now. But this glass top is heavy. I'll put this under my glass top. Heavy books, too. I'm going to put it behind me. This, I got the other ones hanging off my cart. I think I want to hang this up on my, hang it up on my camera stand. I'm going to set it here. And then I got a couple of freebies that will go in my miscellaneous box. So I think I'll put those back. No, I want that for... All right. Now, am I stuck with... Let me do the chat filter thing. I think Lucia just uploaded a video. She's been doing some really nice zine pages. Lucia and Legia both have been doing some really... I want to get my community tab going and encourage you guys to put up some photos of your zine, what you've been doing. Oh, come on. Those ads just lock up over my chat. I can't do anything until the ad is done. Thank you. I complain about that. I don't know how it is on the computers, but on the notepads and the phones, it just takes up half of the chat box. You can't do anything until it's done playing. There's Mrs. Gigi. Gigi, do you want a sticker? Or a row of stickers? I had them out here. I should keep them out. I made stickers, Gigi. You get one row. They're free. I've just been giving them away. It's not a giveaway. It's a giveaway, but it's not a draw giveaway. I've just been saying, do you want one? Gigi, if you want one, let me know. I'll put your name on. I might have to verify your address, too. All right. So now I'm going to put all this up above. I'll keep this out for a while. Welcome in, Gigi. Welcome in, Belinda. So Canada's on strike, a postal strike, I think Carol said. All right, I want to open, I still got an auction haul to open, and that is from Rebecca Wills. This is from a couple weeks ago, too. It takes a couple weeks for this stuff, maybe about a week and a half ago. Oops, I'm not going to show that side. Let me open this up. Find the top of it here. Yeah, I make a mistake of going to these sales. I don't need to go to no junk this weekend, but guess who's going? But I really don't want a lot, to tell you the truth. I'm not really in the market for much. All right, what do we have? Fabrics. Oh, yeah. I've been buying, I've been stocking up on tatting. This is size, I think this is a JB Coats. No, what is this? I can't read it. Royal Company. royal something. Kind of a mauve color. Kind of a dusty purple. And then the green tatting thread. I've been buying tatting thread from my St. Louis friends. She runs a cross-stitch resale, I guess you could call it, on her Facebook page. She has a Facebook group for it. And all the patterns and not bookbinding thread, but this type of thread and just anything related to needlework. Fabrics and patterns and eyeglasses and hoops and needle minders, all that stuff that you would find at a needlework store. Oh, it's not Belinda, it's Brenda. I'm so sorry. I get all these names mixed up. Thank you, Brenda. I get confused. Like, where's my pen? I covered it up. Oh, there's something wrapped in here. I'm going to have to unwrap that. It's Belinda, not Brenda. Let me read that again. Meri. Where did she say that? It's Belinda, not Brenda. Belinda Smith. Is that right, Belinda Smith? And Gigi, did you want some stickers? Gigi says, hi, everyone. Gigi, are you over? I get you mixed up with Marty. Are you the person who's over in Switzerland? Or are you over here? I get you mixed up, Marty and Gigi. I get you both mixed up. Marty is the Chadwick Rose, right? How? Becky's back. Becky, I wanted to ask you, how is little Bernadette? Is she still making it, or have we lost her? I know about a week ago you said that you were worried about her. She was on my heart this morning. She's going to be expensive. Can't read the advertising. Grrr. Now I'm going to cuss. Who said that? Oh, it was Laura who said, I've never heard, I can't imagine Meri cussing. Well, I'm cussing now. That stupid idiot. YouTube might hear me. Advertising, it covers half of my screen. It covered my whole chat box, and I can't turn it off. I have to wait till it gets done. And Dee Dee's back too. It's going to be expensive to send. Maybe, oh, you know, Gigi, to tell you the truth, all I'm sending is one roll of this, and I'll just put it in an envelope and put an international stamp on it. You're getting 4 cats and 4 owls. It's not that expensive to send. I'm not sending a big package. I'm not sending the whole sheet. I'm just sending one roll. I'm just giving everybody one roll, and I'm just putting it in an envelope. I'm going to put you down. Do I have your address? I'll be hunting your address. I usually go to Beth Schuler's group. If it's on Beth's address list, I'll get it from there. Welcome back. I want to know how little Bernadette is. From Brenda to Belinda. Done. Gigi says, going to be expensive to send. But not just for Gigi, but for everybody. I'm going to try to get that done this afternoon after I go to the post office. I'm going to put out a digital in a public domain folder where anybody can get to it. And you can print them, you can share them. The only thing I ask is please don't sell them. if you put it out there in the public domain, don't try to profit off of something that somebody else is offering for free. Give them the link. It's a public domain folder. Or print it and gift it to them. I don't mind if you do that. But don't try to sell. I have put out, I used to do some little cross-stitch scissors, and I wouldn't even say they were that great. I had a cross-stitch, at that time, I had a fairly nice cross-stitch software, and I don't have that anymore. And I can't find a decent one on my phone. I haven't looked recently. I know there's some out there, but it's pretty clunky on the phones. But I had designed these little scissors, and I put them out. I called them not free, but complimentary. And I said, this chart is valued at, what, I think I valued it at $6, was about the time those, about what those sell for, even now. And I said, the value of this is $6, what I put on my chart. But I didn't mean that I had to pay $6 for it. It was a complimentary. I made it very plain. It was a complimentary chart. And, you know, I put copyright on it and everything. And, 2 or 3 months later, I don't know how much later, could have been a couple of years later, somebody asked me for a design. They said they bought it from somebody and paid $6 for it or so, and they lost it or something. They wanted a copy of it. And I said, who did you buy it from? Well, she was reluctant to tell me. Well, I don't know, I can't remember if she told me. It's been a while. I can't remember the whole scenario because you just can't stop that crap going on. And she paid for it. And whoever got it free started selling it. And I don't mind if somebody gets it free and prints it and gives it away. Like, I've never really had anybody put it at the cash register at a needle workshop or something like that, but I wouldn't mind if they offered it as a freebie design, or I don't like the word freebie. I like the word complimentary, and that's what I call all these charts, was complimentary. And so I just ask, if anything I put in my public domain folder, keep it in the public domain, keep it as a freebie. Don't try to sell it. And I know I don't have to preach to you guys, but I should put it on the pattern itself as do not sell. It's free. All right, I'll get off my pedestal. Sometimes I enjoy it up there. All right. I think she's going to have more for sale. I don't know. Did she already have her sale? I've got plenty now. I'd like some colored. I don't know if she sold any. I'm going to have to get with her. This is wax thread. She sells them for $2 a piece, which I think is a good price. I got a gold and this is kind of a brownish color, and these are darker color. I think this might have it's hard to tell with they're darker colors. I like the gold. I would love to have some red or blue. Now, I don't know where she gets these, but she sells them for $2. I've got a white, I think. I'd love to have a red and a blue. All right, so I got that. Let me go down to the bottom. Would love digital, maybe. Going to be expensive to send. Well, I'm going to send you some stickers because it won't be expensive to put them in an envelope. Bernadette. Oh, Dee Dee, my heart breaks. When did that happen? She's with Amelia over the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, little Bernadette. Then I guess you can say the same thing is she was blind, but she could hear Becky, and she's over the rainbow skipping with her friends, and she's probably living her best life now. Aw, little Bernadette. I just love that little dog. And she was just a digital dog to me. She was over 17 years old and had a good long life. Yes. Oh, my heart breaks for her, though. Beth has it? Okay. Thank you, Gigi. I'll put Beth Schuler. Folder for Addie. Angie, did you want some stickers? I'm offering them for free. So she couldn't. She was deaf and blind. Oh, I didn't realize that she was deaf too. But she seemed to find you, Becky. Or is that in my imagination? Maybe she had a sense of, you know, just sniffing things out like dogs do. You know, Becky's over that way. Okay, let's put Angie on here. I'm going to offer these again tonight. I've got 37 rolls. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I've probably given away about half of them. And I'll just keep offering them. I'll offer them tonight and then maybe wait for a while. I'm going to print off the gargoyles. Well, I got the gargoyle in a digital copy, but I'll print off some stickers. I'm not going to do it today, though. Maybe next week. So stay tuned. Okay, we are doing, let's look at this. What's wrapped up in here? I forget what I got. Look at this beautiful fabric. Oh, it's beads. This is her, she is a beading whiz. Rebecca is. Let's put, this is kind of a, I've got a thank you sticker. This is a, I don't know what kind of fabric to call this. It's a sheer. This would actually make nice tassels too. Make an awful lot of tassels. I think there's a couple yards of it. Oh, maybe a yard and a fourth by, well, a little bit, oh, maybe a yard and a half. A yard and a half by 36 inches. Might be 40 inches. Well, 36 by, and 36 would be 72 if you open it up. No, if you fold it, it's probably about a yard and a fourth, maybe a yard. It's not a yard in one, it's a yard doubled. It'll make some nice scarves. I got some more fabric like this that, not scarves, but tassels like what Jacqueline and Paint Girly make. I can always use a tassel. Oh. Let me fold this stuff up. Hold on. There we go. And inside of that, I bought some of her jewelry. I don't know if this all came in one bag. I think I bought these separately. Yeah, I think I did. This is a string. This is not a necklace. It's a string of really pretty dark blue, and she could tell you what these are, but they're really a pretty dark blue. And these are white. I'm not going to take them out of the package. These are gold and a lighter gold. Very pretty. I love those colors together. This would actually be pretty on the spine of a journal, wouldn't it? maybe just these 3. And then here's the white. Now, I love her dangles. She does such a beautiful job on her dangles. Do I need to zoom in so you guys can see this a little better? Let me zoom in. Zoop. Zoop. We'll come back to the dangles. Aren't these... I see a spine here. Let me tell you who does beautiful spines, and that's K3N Cloth Tails. She does some stitch spines that just take my breath away. And I haven't been following her much this year, but I'm going to get back into it. But I did see her journal spine where she does this special stitch. But I could see this being worked on a spine and stitched down. But I don't think I would want it on a writing journal. I would not want it on a journal that I'm going to open and close a lot. A journal that you would look at. A look at journal. Then I bought some of her dangles here. I love Rebecca's dangles. She does such a beautiful job. I actually have a collection of them. This one, and she could tell you all about it. It's kind of a pinkish white gold, kind of a gold bead, and I see a little, it's hard to tell. It's kind of a pinkish color, pinkish lavender color. This one with, I kept telling her, I think I drove her crazy the other day. I said, I want the one with the long one. And I had such a time typing. I had, what'd she call this? Does she have it written on there? She got my name on it. She doesn't have a name for this. She had a special name. I think she called it Royal or something. It's pretty. And then this is kind of a dark blue one. Maybe this was, I can't remember which one. I was having trouble telling her what I wanted. And my phone, I swear, well, I don't swear, but every time I type into my phone in a cell or something, I think that the phone knows that I'm trying to type something accurately, and it messes me up on purpose. You know, it seems like I get 10 mistakes in every comment. And I'm so busy trying to fix those, and then I hit send, and it doesn't make it, it's all gobbledygook. And they say, we read typo, Mary. And I'm going, yeah, read that. But anyway, I think I kind of frustrated Rebecca the other night because we had a time of it. And then these are just some little bags, some little glassine bags, 10 of them for $2. She's got 2 marked on there. Little glassine bags. I'll use those in my journaling. These I'm going to put in my little jewel box, but it's not on my desk right now. So wasn't this all in a baggie? Yeah, I'm going to put them back in the baggie for now. I'll find a use for these. I think I've already used a couple of the ones I got from her. And these, I just see a spine. Show me your spine. I think the blue should go in the center. Like that. Yes, ma'am. I might have to re-bead them on a... I don't know if that... Was that a wire? It's a... Oh... a nylon thread. What time is it? 8:30. Let me finish this up. I have one more thing I want to do after this. Or get a start on it. Here's the white beads. And I bought some of this ticking for fun. I bought both the black and the red. I like to support people who, you know, she does her own work. She makes beautiful, beautiful hand, you know, she makes those flowers, those little ribbon flowers. They're beautiful. I don't think I got it. Maybe I did get some of this. Oh, there's more ribbons. I bought some ribbon. Let's see what's in here. Oops. Oh, it went over the cliff. I think it was a flower. I think it was a flower like this. It flew off over the cliff. Probably a wreath flower, but you can take them apart. Probably what I'll do with that one. I think there's some more in here. I think one flew off over the cliff. I plan on taking these apart. I think I got 4 or 5 of them. These are not handmade. These are purchased ones. But she makes really pretty ribbon ones. This one's pretty, isn't it? This one's gold. It's got gold on it. Some white ones. I'll find a use for those. And some trim, beaded trim. And the little blue flowers, pretty. I have no business going to the junk jaunt. Here's some beautiful flowers, tricot. It's got little beaded centers. Some leaves. Some beautiful gold trim. Mina said she was into the trims for some reason. She thought she was getting out of it. This is kind of a gold. I don't want to pull it off of the... You can kind of see it there. A goldie. Boy, that's pretty, isn't it? There's that. This is another kind of a champagne gold. This is a beautiful blue. Darkish blue, kind of a cobalt blue. Not dark navy blue. Kind of a dark cobalt blue. And I think that's all of the ribbon. Got a little baby bib. I don't remember buying the baby bib. And the rattle. I think she might have thrown those in there. There's a baby bib and a rattle. I don't remember buying that. I don't see a price tag on it. I don't know what I'd do with that. Maybe it'd come with something. Anybody need a baby bib and a rattle? I don't really need those. No use for them. Must have come with something in here. Some beads are flying away. I wonder if she just scattered those in there. I don't think it's going to anything. Where's my package of beads? What did I do with them? Is that them? Yeah. Not me. I think these were just scattered in there. Hold on. I'm trying not to lose them. Rolled out of my hand. I'll have to pick it up after the... Can't do. I need 3 hands. One rolled off on the floor. We'll put them in here. And this is some more gold trim here. gold and white. This is that blue. Looks like I've got some black, just a length of black. Eyelet trim. And one more of those flowers that went over the cliff. And another baby decoration. I don't remember buying baby stuff. I think she threw that in there. I don't need the baby stuff. There's a blue flower and another white one. I remember buying those. And this is a real pretty silky. This is the store tag, I think. The store tag said, can't read it. It's looks like a scarf almost, but it's hemmed at both sides. No, it's not. It's hemmed. Where did I see? It's not hemmed at all. It's really, it's kind of a silky, probably a polyester, silky polyester type, nylon type thing. It's okay for me. Let me put all this stuff back in. This is the kind of stuff I like. I have to tell you, I gotta quit buying it though. But I use it. Like I can use these on my tags and in my journals, on ATCs. I like the thinner stuff. And she didn't have much of this black, so she had to divide it out. I remember that. Trim. I'm not sure why I bought all those flowers, I think to take apart. I'll play with those someday. I'm going to put them back in here for now. The baby stuff. I'm an old lady, I don't need baby. Don't you have grandchildren? No grandchildren. I've got a grandniece and she's in high school. She started her freshman year this year. These I'll use, the glassine bags. And the beads. Oh look, there's a gold. Oh, I showed you that, the gold flower. I'll use that. Blue. And the leaves. And another red one over here. Two more red ones. No, nope, that's me, she says. Okay. Let me. Little flower with a bead on it. Oh, it's a bow with a bead. Okay. Couple more things. I think the wax thread here is what I really wanted from her, because I had asked her if she had any, and she just said she had some. She was going to look and see if she had any more colored, but I think I might have missed out on it, but that's okay. This is, these are embellishments, appliques. Let's see what's in here. Applique. One of these hearts, I think this one, she sold it and then they never picked it up. That's their loss. It's beautiful. I'll use that. And this is some more like what I bought at the thrift store. It's just torn. But I like to make ties. I like to use this stuff for tying. This is some lace. I think this is some of that French lace that she sells. Does it have? Just has my name, but it's a real thin. And it doesn't help me to look at my tablet because my tablet is showing me at 3 times the speed. But it's a real thin little eyelet French lace. I like this. I bought 2 of those. This one has some red on it. 3 yards of red and 1 yard of ecru. She does color. She's calling it ecru. This one's got little hearts on it. You can see the little hearts. These are just little eyelets. These are hearts. Boy, that's cute. That was good on a vintage photo. And the red I got for Christmas is just a red lace, and that's red lace. This is kind of a, this is kind of a coral orange color. It's more orange than coral. But my mother's wedding dress is a coral color. Maybe not as orange as this, but it's more of a pinkish coral color. And it was, my mother was married in 1944, I believe. So think of a 1940s dress with the wide collar and the button down, covered buttons, kind of a coat dress. That was her wedding. My mother and dad were married by the Justice of the Peace. I don't think they had a church wedding. It was during the war. Well, the war was just about, not quite over with yet. But they met at the Navy Ammunition Depot, and at that time they were making ammunition for World War II. And my dad was in the Army, and my mother was living in Hastings with her great aunt, my great aunt, and she worked out at the Navy Ammunition Depot, and they met at a picnic. But her wedding dress was not this orange. Well, now mine, and I'm really sorry, looking at it in my little notepad there, I looked at speed, and the speed says it's normal. But when I put my hands up here, my hands go like I'm watching it 3 times the speed. So, but I think her dress is a little bit more of a pinkish coral color than this. But this is a pretty color. It reminds me of my mother's wedding dress. And she didn't have lace on it, but her collar, say this is a collar. This is a collar. Okay, I got it. This is a collar, like this, coming around the neck, like so. Like so. And it had all these sequins, silvery sequins. So I don't think they were gold. They might have been gold, I can't remember. Sequins. And it was a coat dress, so the fabric was more of a coat type material. Not denim, but I can't think of what you would get, like a, it wasn't cotton, it was too thick to be cotton. I mean, yeah, too thick to be cotton. Think of a coat dress of the 1940s, and then you'll have it. But this reminds me of my mother. And here's some pretty teal. I'm not much for the teals and greens, but there it is. It goes good with that coral. And this is kind of a navy, I would call this a Payne's gray color. It's really pretty. It's not see, this is black. Let's double this up. This is more of a Payne's gray. It's got some dark blues in it. And then there's some black here, which some of this might go in my zine journal. Very pretty laces. I have more laces than I know what to do with, and I keep buying them. And I don't have much of this, though. This will be beautiful with a picture of my mom and dad. What's this? This is another beautiful Christmas dangle. I really like that. And this is that heart. So let's put these away. And Dee Dee, if you're out there listening, if you're not, that's okay too. But I want to thank you so much for the super chat. Bless Dee Dee's heart. She just, man, she's the most generous person. She and Legia have just blessed me out of my boots this year. I'm barefoot. I run around the house barefoot. My feet get hot so I can't wear socks. I could probably wear house shoes, but I'd kick them off. And I'm going to keep this out. I run around barefoot. Probably shouldn't. Have to get calluses off my feet, but I don't have many calluses. All right, there's that. Oops, I didn't put that in there. I'm going to put it in there. I can make this myself, but here again, I like to support the sellers that I buy from, like Jacqueline and Rebecca right now. These two ladies. And Angie is selling tonight. She's selling her Angie bowls tonight. Be there if you want one. I'll tell you, they're going to go fast. Angie's going to have to make more. Be there. But when I can get this type of thing from Rebecca, I don't mind buying something like this. Because, look at it. This is what I got this time. And I have a couple of white ones, a couple of black ones, kind of a grayish color. I get these from Rebecca. I really do like those. What's this? Oh, that's from before. We won't show that now. I have one more thing. What time is it? It's 8:45. I have one more thing to show you, and I got this from Rebecca. And it's old papers. Old, I think these are all foreign language. And I couldn't resist. I could not resist. We won't even look at the price. It was not extravagant. This is in English. It says, Mary, he is doubtless a very suitable person to pick up a lady's fan or gloves and act as beau in a ballroom. But my dear Esmeralda, your experience of last evening teaches you that he is not a person on whom you can rely. See, that's just that type of a sentence there gives me a picture in my head. Woman's nature is such that she needs a strong arm to lean upon and a wiser judgment than her own to turn to for counsel and advice. Do you feel that in Mr. Fitz-Allen you find those qualities? Sounds like Mary is advising Esmeralda on how to pick a lover. Adieu, sense versus sentiment. I think this is what attracted me here. And I don't think that it's... I don't know if it's the complete pattern. And I don't think it's tatting. I think it's crochet. I'm learning the difference. That could be tatting, though. That could be tatting in there. Let's see what they say. Crocheted circle. That's what it says. Look at this. This is why I bought this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know what year this is. No date on it. But it has to be old. I would love to make a sticker out of that. And there's a B. A letter B. Oh, look at these. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think that's all that's in there. Oh, no? I think she had to divide out the pictures out of this. She was selling signatures and folios. I think 2 folios in it. I think this is all text. Except for that, which is embroidered. Is there anything in here? No, text. I understand you can't give everybody all the pictures. You have to show. Ooh, I bought this and then I tore it there. I bought this. It's a plate. She had several of these. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I think it was started up here. So I might put something on the back of that, or I'll tear it the rest of the way. I should put this in a frame or something. It's really pretty. All those dresses. So there's that. And I think that's the end. And I have 10 minutes. I want to do a quickie here, a quick idea sketch. And if you want a, Dee Dee's still here. All those type fabrics are also called bottom weights, Becky says. Oh, like this? Bottom weights? Is that because, why is it? Is it because they are kind of a backing fabric? I don't know what a bottom weight fabric is. I never learned that. I think I have some stamps here I haven't showed you. Postage stamps. I bought several packages from her. Or maybe they came, she stapled them together. $2. I think she was selling them as a set. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got it marked for $2. That was a bargain. And they're foreign. They're foreign stamps. So, I want to put all this up here because I want to do one quick thing before I leave. Today is Thursday. I think Paint Girly comes on. And I've got to get moving. I'm going to just grab this card. And I'm going to grab this eraser. And I'm already zoomed in. My hand is just going at 10 miles an hour on my notepad. And I'm going to draw around this. This is just a piece of paper. And let's draw with my Sharpie pen. I just want the shape. Now this is Speedy Carve that I was gifted by Cynthia McCoy. Gifted me 2 pieces of this. Most of this I'm going to use for animals. And about this size. And what I thought I would like to do is kind of a shape for Halloween of a ghost. And I'm just kind of guessing here of a ghost. And I'm going to do this same type of design in here. Now I might have to refine this as I'm going. But, you know, a ghost, we're going to give him ghosty eyes. And they'll be black. I might make an eyeball like this. Because we'll give him a personality. And he's not going to have hands. He's just going to be a real easy fussy cut. But see, I like this repetition. Where's my owl? Where'd he go off to? This repetition of, you can't see them very well in here, but those leaves. And I'm up too far. So I want to do this same type of thing. Oh, let's see. Let's give him a mouth. And this will be a dark line. And then I'm going to draw the leaves in here first. And it's going to have this same type of leaf design as what I have in here. Let's see, let's make this one come around. I might play with the leaf designs a little bit more. I'm just doing a quick initial one and then I refine it. But let's go to my darker pen. I've got to watch my time. I've got 6 minutes. Let's go to my combo marker. Where did you go? Because this will be an easy carve. I'm not going to carve it. I'm not going to carve it. That's my pen plus gear. Where's my combo marker? It does not help for me to get things out, cases out, because then I set them aside and I never find them anyway. Well, I guess I'll use my Sharpie. Pen plus gear. Pen plus gear. I'll use this Premier. He's brown. But he's also a soft one. So pretend that's black. Like that. And do the leafy shapes in here. Now I might put more than one in there. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but we're just getting. I might redesign this leaf. I'm not sure I like it. But we'll do it this way for now. And then I want to somehow work these lines around because I want that same type of. And the thing with these is this is a sheet, so I'm going to have to kind of. I'll probably have to make my leaves smaller. Like that. Maybe come in, give it another third one, and kind of have, I don't know if I want it, I think I want it to go up this way. And make those leaves smaller in there. And do 3. And do a ghost. A Halloween ghost. And I might make these kind of go up around the head somehow. So this is the initial one. So I think I'm going to do a Halloween ghost. He looks more like a fright right now. But I think I would like this to be more triple line like that. And I think I want the head a little rounder so it isn't so, and maybe the eyes a little smaller. But this is my first sketch. And I'll refine him like I did my cat. It usually takes me 2 or 3 before I get, this was my, I think that was my first cat. And that was the third one. I took the tail off the cat because it was too hard to cut. This was my third one. And this was my second one, which was the one I used for this. So, and I'll probably do 3 or 4 of these until I get it refined to how I want it. So it's 9 o'clock, it's 8:57. Let me come out and say goodbye. Let me refresh my chat before I get an ad. And let me come out and say goodbye to you all. Have a great evening. We're off to a weekend. I'll be back on at 6 o'clock. Wait, Lori isn't on. This is Friday. Carol comes on. Carol McDonald. I was thinking today was Thursday. I miss Thursday. I'll be back on at 7:30 tonight. On Friday night. And so, Carol said she's not streaming. Well, I'm going to go ahead and leave anyway. Somebody wants to jump on, they're free to. because I have to run off and mail those mails, do my mailing. I still got to fill out I need to, if Canada is on a strike, I need to get with Vale and find out what to do with her kit. I don't want it to get caught between here and Canada. So, but I need to go do that. I want to put a link up to I want to get my cats up there on in the public domain folder. So I've got some things I need to do. I haven't had any breakfast yet. I'm hungry. And I want to thank you all for coming in. I'm going to give away my stickers again tonight. Where are they? I put them up above here somewhere. Here. So if you're watching the replay and didn't get any stickers, you're certainly welcome. All you have to, I got the ad over my text. You just have to, you'll get one row, and I'm just going to plop them in an envelope, and I'll have another giveaway tonight. We gave away about half of these today. So have a great day. Tonight I think I'll work on the ghost a little. Might work on some other things. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Start to the weekend. Bye.